Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. So we're all expecting a better performance from the Black Stars after their impressive performance against the Egyptians in the previous game. And this game, it is quite a disappointment actually. We were all expecting the Black Stars to win. And like we said in the previous video that we made, that is the video after the Egypt game, this particular team at this particular tournament, they have not been that lucky. You see, sometimes you just need to be a little bit lucky when it comes to football. And this Black Stars side at this tournament have just not been lucky. Our first game conceding so late. Second game, we score, Egypt equalizes, we score again, and they equalize. And this, to concede 2 goals in 9 minutes, it's just too harsh. It's just too harsh for any team at all. But to be honest, if we are to look at the performance of the Black Stars today, I don't think Ghana actually deserves to win this game. And with all that said, I don't want us to look at the game from Ghana's perspective. So I want us to take a different approach and analyze the game from the perspective of the Mozambicans. Alright, so if I was a coach for Mozambique and I watched the video of Ghana's game against Egypt and I need a win against Ghana, I think my only concern would be to stop 3 players in this Ghana team. Just 3 players. You stop 3 players in this Ghana team and you weaken the team drastically. These are the players that I'm talking about. The first player is Majid Ashmeru. You stop Majid Ashmeru and the entire Black Stars midfield, it begins to malfunction. In the first half of the game, I think Ghana did fairly well because we were able to hold on to the ball a little bit better when Ashmeru was still in the game. We started playing poorly when he got injured and he had to be replaced by Baba Idrisu. So, stopping 3 players, the first player being Majid Ashmeru and he getting injured means Mozambique's first problem has been solved. The next player that I would consider looking at is Mohamed Kudus. Also, with Kudus, I think all you would have to do is to make sure that he doesn't get closer to the penalty box. And also you make sure that he doesn't get a direct shot at goal. And you tell your players to double up on him anytime he gets the ball. That is, whenever he takes, if you've looked at Kudus' style of play, if he takes his first touch and you allow him to move with the ball, he can dribble. So if he gets the least of chances and shoots, you might be in trouble. So immediately he takes his first touch, you have to double up on him. And I think the Mozambique team did that really well because Kudus, I think, was silenced in this game. Though he was able to maneuver his way around some of the players, but then in general for this particular game he was quite silenced. And we needed a player like him who would have helped a bit, and we just couldn't get that kind of player today. The next player that I would have loved to silence if I was the coach for Mozambique. And in Ghana's game against Egypt, you can see that a lot of times when he has the ball, he makes sure that he draws one or two players to himself. And that most often than not allows other players to be free. It allows Mohamed Kudus to be free. It allows the striker here to be free. And if I was the coach, what I would want to do is to try and get Jordan to be far away from my penalty box as possible. Because if he comes closer to the penalty box, it means if two or more players are drawn to him, that leaves two players who would be free for Ghana. So we would have to make sure that we keep Jordan on these lines and not allow him to get closer to the penalty box. And that was what the Mozambique team was not able to do. Because one, Jordan is not the kind of player that you can just go and take the ball away from him. He will either draw a foul or he himself will cause the foul. So it was quite hard for them to keep him quiet. Just that they did their best to force him on the lines so that he wouldn't get closer to the penalty box. And in so doing, it also created another opportunity for Ghana, which I think was what helped us to get the first penalty in the first place. Because Joseph Paintsel, I think, was smart. You see, this is his position, but he made sure he moved all the way here to get the ball and dribble into the penalty box. So what we were expecting Jordan to do here, that they had limited him, Joseph Paintsel took it upon himself to go and do it for Jordan. And that was what created the penalty for us. So with that being said, I think it was a blunder for the coach to have substituted Joseph Paintsel in the first place. Because already some of your players, their input have been curtailed. So the ones that are trying to push, you don't change him. You are leading by just one goal. You have to try and create another goal. Even the player that you changed him was the player that created the first penalty for you. So why do you have to substitute him and bring a different player and change your whole tactics? I think the first changes didn't help the team. And then, to be honest, looking at how Ghana played today, I think we would all agree that Ghana did not deserve to win this game. Ghana honestly did not deserve to win this game. Because possession-wise, Mozambique were far better than us. Especially when Majid Ashmeru came out injured. When he was in the game, it was a bit better. Because if he gets the ball, he's able to look up and see players, or he will move up himself. But then when he got injured, the team became a bit shaky. And this is my problem with the Black Stars midfield. Okay, these two players, I keep saying it over and over again. Their style of play is the same. We can't keep playing Baba Idrisu and Saleh Samed as holding midfielders and expect to be good on the ball. That is, expect to keep possession. That is not what they are good at. But looking at the bench too, I don't think we had any other option in terms of a progressive midfielder. That is why I keep saying that maybe Ghana would be better playing in a different formation. We are all sad today. God knows it was really hard for me to create this video. I'm someone who is quite passionate about the Black Stars, and it's really hard for me when the Black Stars lose. If I'm being honest, I don't really like it when the Black Stars lose. But I hope things get better. I hope things get better because this is very disappointing. It's very, very disappointing. Alright. So thank you for watching. Please kindly like and subscribe to the channel. Help the channel grow so that we can be able to bring you more content.